Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's video on my top 3 Forex pairs to trade in 2023. Why am I doing this video for you? What you're going to get from this video is an understanding of the Forex market, but more importantly, how you can use these 3 pairs to understand how the market is likely to travel from one spot to the next. Because I want to introduce to you the largest, most liquid market in the world. You see, cryptocurrency trades in the billions, whereas Forex trades in the trillions. Why wouldn't you want a piece of that? So let's roll with it, ladies and gentlemen. So the Forex market is home to the OTC marketplace. Now, this determines the exchange rate for global currencies. But you really want to be focusing on Euro USD, Dollar Yen, and GBP USD. These take 3 of the largest economies in the world: the Euro, the dollar, and of course, the pound. And what we're going to do now is we're going to dive into the charts to help you understand how you can exploit the relationship between the Euro and the dollar, and how you can use that to trade the dollar and the yen and the pound and, of course, the euro itself. Now that we have our 3 currency pairs, we need to draw our attention to the dollar index. Now, the dollar index itself is made up of 6 currencies. That's the euro, the pound, the Canadian dollar, the yen, the Swedish krona, and, of course, the Swiss franc. There is a relationship between these baskets of assets against the US dollar. And we're going to focus on the impact of the dominance of the dollar with our 3 currency pairs that we have chosen, which is going to help us exploit trading opportunities. If you haven't done so already, get yourself over to the Traders Reality website so you can download the hybrid system indicators. From the homepage, make your way to the Start Here tab. Work your way through the 4 steps. The first step is to join the Discord. The next step, which is what we're going to be talking about, is downloading the hybrid system. The third step are the add-ons. So take the time to go through each of these add-ons. They all take you through to TradingView with the exception of Bookmap. And then join the Patreon if you want to learn more about the hybrid system and receive daily updates on my projections on where I anticipate assets like Euro, Dollar, Yen, Bitcoin, NASDAQ, and S&P, and where I expect them to end up towards and during the trading week. So once we've done that, we go over to TradingView and we go to indicators, and it should appear here. All you need to do is search for traders and make sure that it's Traders Reality Main. Once you've clicked that, it will add it to the chart for you. Now, I said to you in the last segment of this video that we need to pay close attention to the dominance of the dollar. In front of you is the Dixie chart. To find it, all you need to do is make sure you type Dixie and make sure you go for capital.com. Why? Because it's going to present the vector candles for us. Now, this is where you can really take advantage of understanding the relationship between the 3 assets that we mentioned: Euro USD, Dollar Yen, and GBP USD. Remember, Euro makes up 55% of the dominance of the dollar. So 55% of the weight of the move in the Dixie chart is made up of transactions on the euro. That could be investors in the Eurozone transacting and going over to America in principle and exchanging euros for dollars. And likewise, guys in the States that want to invest in the euro will exchange dollars for euros. We're going to see that relationship on the dominance of the dollar. Now, if you were to add the euro to the dominance of the dollar chart, you're going to see something very interesting. And quite frankly, when the dollar is going up, you are anticipating the euro to go down. And lately, you can see that on the decline of the dominance of the dollar, euro has been climbing up. Now we're at a point in the chart to establish whether or not is the dollar going to start moving back up and is the euro going to start moving down. Now, if everything across the board is looking like it's going to go lower and we've got recession happening, naturally investors will be seeking the safety of the dollar. So that would mean the dollar would move up. Let's look at the dominance of the dollar against the pound. You can see that the pound itself makes up only 9% of the dominance of the dollar. And you can see that it's kind of closely related to the dollar. If we zoom out, it sort of has the same relationship as the euro. Pound is going down and dollar stabilizing and starting to climb back up, but it's not as clear as what the euro is. But the general consensus says that if the dominance of the dollar is going up, that means assets paired against the dollar are going down. So in other words, you're going to see it move first in euro, and then pound is usually going to follow suit and go down as well. The next pair is the dollar yen itself. Now look, dollar yen is in principle trading exactly the same as the dominance of the dollar. But dollar yen, or the yen itself, makes up 17% of the dominance of the dollar. So when you see the dollar, or should I say, when you see dollar yen moving up, and you don't see the dollar moving up as aggressively, it could mean that investors are moving into dollar first. And then the impact of that is going to lead the dollar to start climbing up. But what would need to happen? Investors would need to start selling euros first. So you would then say to yourself, right, if I see euro moving first, that would then tell me that the dollar dominance is going to shoot up, which would then mean that pound's going to start breaking down and that the dollar yen is also going to start climbing back up. This is why these three pairs are so important, because they make up the weight of the dominance of the dollar. And we can use this to exploit trading opportunities, whether it's dollar yen going to a previous moving average. And if you notice right here, if we go over to euro, you can see, how could we assume that euro was going to keep climbing up? Now, if you obviously understand the hybrid system, there is many concepts behind why price could continue up, whether it's patterns, cycles, or deviations away from a moving average. But here is a quick one for you. You can see that as the dominance of the dollar starts to drop down, euro starts to climb up. So if we were to bring up euro on this chart, we would see that the euro's moving average would end up like this. That's what it would look like. And you can see the dominance of the dollar's moving average is going down. So as long as the dollar can stay below the moving average on, hypothetically, the 4-hour time frame, we would then assume that the trend for the dollar is going to break down. So then we would project out that the euro is going to continue to climb up. That is how you can use the euro and the dominance of the dollar to gauge investors' intention at accumulating euros for dollars, or for dollars for euros. So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you put in the comments any other assets that you want me to talk about going into the near future. Tomorrow's video, we're going to be talking about crypto and what we can use to understand and exploit cryptocurrency. The next video after that will be about stocks and the tools that I use to try and navigate the stock market and certain relationships that you need to be aware of when trading stocks in the stock market. Mad love and respect, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's video. Be sure to like and subscribe so you do get notified about tomorrow's video, and I'll be checking in with you all then. Take care of yourselves, gang. Peace.